Finalists later, we have a winner. We are joined this morning by Peter Diamandis. He's with the X Prize Foundation and the inventor who won top honors at the Wendy Schmidt Oil Cleanup X Challenge, Donnie Wilson. Congratulations to you, Donnie. Thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
Peter, let's just go back to how this started. You were looking at the same things we were looking at. I went down there right up to that fire last year, and it's nothing I'd ever seen before. After all of these years of reporting, I just never seen something like that. This oil that continues to come out, and this fire that kept burning. We knew eventually it would get capped, but everybody in the world was worried about this. And so what did you do?
Well, we at the X Prize Foundation, we're looking for places where there are market failures that we can have literally a competition reinvent how we do things. James Cameron had just joined our board of trustees. Francis Belon, who heads our prize development, was looking at what do we do in this area. And Jim and Francis said, you know, can we reinvent how we actually clean up oil spills? Because the technology hasn't changed in 20 years since Exxon Valdez. And we put out this challenge literally to say, do it at least twice as good as the industry standard. And the results have been spectacular.
So what were so the idea of the X Prize is that teams compete for a certain amount of money, or an X Challenge in this case, it was $1 million for the first prize, but the number of teams that compete to do that generates a lot more research than $1 million.
So if you invest in $1 million, you might invest in the right team. Here we put out a challenge and say, listen, if you hit this goal, which is really hard, really audacious, then you win. And we literally attracted 350 pre-registered teams that have driven 10 amazing finalists and one incredible winner.
So what was the goal?
So the goal was the industry had been cleaning up at 1,100 gallons per minute, 1,100 gallons of oil per minute. We said at least to win, you have to do at least 2,500, at least 2.5 times better than the existing industry standards.
Okay.
And what happened is nothing short than spectacular.
Donnie, you guys were involved in the oil spill last year.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
We were running the in situ burn program for BP. So we had a fire-resistant containment boom, and we can burn large volumes of oil offshore.
And just to explain to people what that is, the boom contains a bunch of oil, pools it, you light that on fire, you burn it off. It was the most effective way we had.
That's correct.
So you needed to beat 2,500 gallons per minute. What did you come out with in the end?
Well, we ended up with a groove technology. It's something we'd had on the drawing board, and of course with this contest, you had to bring your best game to the table. And we achieved that and much more. So we were at over 4,000 gallons a minute.
Over 4,000 gallons of oil per minute when the industry standard had been 1,100.
They basically quadrupled the rate at which you could clean up oil on the Gulf, which was amazing.
So what does this do for you and your team and the world of oil spills?
Well, what it does is it brings attention to the problem. So that's going to give us an opportunity to market the product in more places in the world.
As you said yesterday, I heard you saying 3 years ago you couldn't have sold this product. No one was interested in buying it.
The problem is that legitimacy. If we'd have went and done this ourselves, not sure everyone would believe what we had.
Right.
But with being involved here and the certification, we're able to prove that we have this technology and take it to the marketplace.
And the testing, Peter, just explain. This was done in New Jersey. You did 6 tests for each entrant. 3 of them were in calm water, 3 of them were in waves, and then you took the average of all of them to determine the score.
Yeah, so in addition to the $1 million, what the teams actually get is a global stage to demonstrate their abilities. We had an amazing set of judges that came from U.S. government agencies, the industry, that looked at this technology, and in the world's largest test facility called OMSET, they had a chance to show their stuff. And really, we have, in addition to Wendy Schmidt, who's been an amazing benefactor, really supporting us, Shell also came in and said, we're going to help take this winning technology to the marketplace, so hopefully next time there's a spill, and there will be a next spill, we can clean it up faster before the oil hits the shore and causes environmental damage.
And tell me, just because you've been involved in very big things in the past, the Ansari X Prize, which was about a rocket ship. You've got something going to the moon. The X Prize helped give birth to the commercial space industry, but this is a smaller one. This challenge was a smaller, quicker turnaround.
Yeah, Ali, you're right. We typically have been doing these $10 to $30 million 5 to 8 year competitions, and what we're realizing is $1 million competitions that really take a year to actually compete and be won really can drive innovation. And the access that small teams have to incredible technology, really exponentially growing technologies, new materials, AI, robotics, allows them to innovate at such an incredible rate. So we're going to be looking at doing these million-dollar competitions in the areas of housing or water or energy or other areas that really help improve our world at a very fast rate.
Yeah, it's incredible. And Donnie, I mean, I have to tell you, all we hear about, you competed against global teams. They were from all over the world.
Correct.
How do you feel about this whole idea that American ingenuity is dead?
Well, it's not dead. The X Prize is part of American ingenuity, so we're thrilled. We had great competitors. They all brought their best game, but we were fortunate enough to bring our best game and really push the envelope.
Donnie,
here.
you blew it away.
Thank
you
you.
even surprised yourself, didn't you?
We did, yeah.
You didn't think you were going to get anywhere near this 4,000
Well,
gallons.
we knew that we were in the range,
Yeah.
but you never know until you actually do it.
Right.
And
well, it's going to make the world a better place. Donnie, thanks very much
Thank you.
for coming and doing that kind of work. And Peter, thanks for just inventing these ideas, these contests that people can compete
Can't
in
wait
to
to
make
show
the
you
world
our
a better
next
place.
one.
We
It's gonna
look
be
forward to
exciting.
it. All right, Carol.
I know, we can't wait to see what the